Hey everyone, it is that time to do some TTM recap for the week. Pretty decent week. Kind of excited to show you some of the stuff I got. So much fun. If you haven't done TTMing, you really need to get into it. I highly, highly recommend it. It is not expensive to do. It's great to do. Something to do with your old like duplicate cards that you don't really want anymore. And even if you're not into cards, index cards or just you can print out photos really cheap. But if you ever have any questions about it, feel free to ask. I'm here to help you if I can. All right, let's get into it. Have a decent stack today. Got a few today I'm super excited about. I'm going to start with those actually. First one is Mr. Chuck Cecil. I keep wanting to call him Cecil Chuck. Chuck Cecil, 35 days, 1 of 1, and he answered a question. I was excited about today because I got 3 back today, and all 3 answered questions. And of course, if you haven't seen it before, I like to do a separate wrap-up video with my Q&As, where I'll add photos and videos when I can, just to kind of help give some life to the answers. Next, we have 8 days, 2 of 2 answered a question. Mr. Brad Baxter, Jets, Jets. Very fun. And 17 days, $10 fee on this one, 1 of 1, answered a question. And with the amazing inscription, Mr. Vernlaw, I made the decision to break up my little 62 set that I was starting to work on. I was like, man, you know what? I need to TTM as many of these great players while I still can, and I can just backfill these cards later. So this was one that I sent out. I basically went through my whole set and sent out everybody I could. Vernlaw has the best inscriptions in the game. Next, 137 days, 1 of 1, answered a question. This one did not have to go to Canada, so I got it back, so that's nice. Randy Mueller on your New York Rangers. Very cool. And another hockey, 34 days, 1 of 1, answered a question. That all 4, now 5 answered questions. How awesome is that? From Al Secord. Got a little God bless inscription in there, and I will take all the blessings I can get. Thank you, sir. Let's put you over here next to Stooks. Next, 7 days, super fast, 1 of 1, also answered a question. This was a great week for question Q&As. Charlie James. So super fun again. One of my 62s. Those have been coming back pretty quick. Okay, this one is really, really awesome. 10 days, 4 of 1, and answered a question. 4 of 1, that's right. I sent 1 to Mr. John Edwards, the 62. And even in addition to answering a question, which was very nice of him, he sent me some signed photos. These are like 4x6-ish size. So that one's not signed. I think he accidentally just grabbed 2. Look at that. How sweet. How sweet. I mean, I was like, I can't believe you did that. That was very, very awesome. Oh, Mr. Edwards blew me away with that one. Next, we have 24 days, 1 of 1, also answered a question. This has been a crazy week for Q&As. Usually, if I'm lucky, I get about 20% back. This week, I mean, so far, every single one of these ball players has answered questions. Pretty cool. Marv Cook. Love it. Love it. Love it. Oh, okay. Here's our first. Did not answer a question, but you know what? I kind of wasn't expecting him to. 56 days, 1 of 1. 1 of 1, sorry. It is Peyton and Eli's daddy, Archie. Very cool. It would have been cool if he answered a question, but I wasn't expecting him to. Back on the hot streak with the Q&A. 16 days, 1 of 1, did answer a question. Mr. Don, is it Tussing? I think it's Tussing. Great little signature right down there. Very, very cool. Also answered a question. 16 days, 1 of 1, $5 fee. Did answer a question. Also really nice inscription. Great TTMer. Mr. Bobby Shantz. I'm looking forward to sharing my Q&As. There's some really good ones this week. I liked his. Next, 13 days, $5 fee, 1 of 1. Did answer a question, Mr. Ty Klein. I just can't believe it. I didn't even realize how many Q&As I got back until just doing this wrap up. 14 days, 1 of 1 did not answer a question. And I asked for an inscription. He did not give me an inscription, but that's cool. Mr. Phil Reagan. So what I like to do for your beginning TTMers, if you do want an inscription, what I usually do is I take a Post-it note and I put the sticky side on this side and I wrap it around so that the bulk of it's right here, and I'll just ask them politely if they would include. I usually just say include your favorite inscription if you'd like. Like that would make my day if you'd like to do that. I never like say I need you to do this or anything like that. It's just like if you want to, I would really make my day, something like that. So Mr. Reagan didn't do it, but you never know, like their process. They could be getting help, and that person could just be taking stuff apart and just be like, here, sign this, sign this, sign this. You never know. So I'm just always thrilled to get my card back in general. So very cool. Add that to my 62 set. Next, 40 days, 2 of 2, answered a question. Just awesome. I can't believe how many Q&As I got back. Bradshaw on the old Whalers. What happened to the Whalers? I don't know. I'm sure they turned into some team. Someone's going to be like, Justin, you don't know anything about hockey. I don't. It's the fourth sport I follow most. So I like the history. I don't know. I follow the Stars, and that's about all I can keep up with. Next, 12 days, 2 of 2, answered a question, Mr. Hal Kolstad. Now, what I struggle with is, do I send this team card out to somebody else, or do I just enjoy Hal's signature right there? I don't know. And what I do is I just give myself a cheat sheet on the back. I'm not sure if I'll send it out. We'll see. If I find another 62 Red Sox that I can send out, I might send this with it. But I'm not going to just send this straight up to another player without a standalone card. I think that's the plan. That's the plan. Next, 16 days, 1 of 1, also answered a question, Mr. Bob Duliba. What a great pitcher. Get in your defensive position. It's very cool. Very, very cool. 12 days, 1 of 1, it did not answer a question, Marty Keogh. I hope you're into some vintage today. I got a bunch of 62s. Next, 13 days, 1 of 1, answered a question, Mr. Gary Bell. I love seeing the stadiums in the background. And my last one today, 12 days, 2 of 2, answered a question, Mr. Ted Boesfield. I think the same deal with this one. If I have another angel to send out, I might send this card with it. What a great week for TTMs. Trying to think of a better week that I've had. I'm few and far between. This is definitely one of my highlight weeks so far this year. Got a nice mix. I mean, no non-sports. I know non-sports are really fun to get back. So sorry, Lisa. But football, tons of baseball, lots of vintage. Threw in some extras. That's amazing. Just really fun. Had a lot of fun with this one. And by far the best week for Q&As. What, like 90% of these guys answered the questions. That was awesome. So really, really fun. I appreciate y'all hanging out with me for a little bit. Hope you're having a wonderful week and a wonderful holiday season. Until next time, talk to y'all later. Bye.
God, you are such a nerd. Shut up. No wonder you only hang out with boys.